Good afternoon, everybody. Um, I'm hopping in here really quick. Let me cut this music down for a minute. Um, I want to hop in here real quick to speak on the video that's going around, which I'm pretty sure quite a few people have seen at this point, about a mother in Chicago being jumped, walking her kids home from school. Her daughter, I think, was 6, and her son is 9. So it's like a 2-minute video. I'm not going to share the video because the video is very disturbing to watch as a parent, or even if you just somebody that have human decency. It's very heartbreaking to watch. So this happened yesterday. The name of the school that the kids attend is Orville T. Bright Elementary School on 107th and Calhoun on Chicago's South Side. That's the school that they attend. The mother has basically said that she's been complaining to the school, I think she said like 2 years, about a group of kids bullying her son. Keep in mind, I just said her son is 9, her daughter is 6. So nothing has happened with her complaints. I guess they fallen on deaf ears. No action was taken. So she stated yesterday, it seems like, and if you watch the video, because again, I'm not going to post it, you have to find it for yourself. It seems like the kids were waiting because the moms basically, the mom that was attacked, she said the kids were waiting for them. They knew the way that they go, the way that they travel home. So she was walking with her kids. Mind you, just didn't look like she had a care in the world, just walking with her kids, her son on one side, her daughter on the next. And you see a group of kids come behind them, at least 10, because it was a group of them, it was a bunch of them. You see them come behind them. They get to saying all kind of disrespectful stuff. Oh, bitch this, ho that, and just being very disrespectful. Because mind you, these are elementary school kids, but when I tell you the respect was non-existent. So they walking behind them, they huddling, and as they get closer, you can see the mom kind of pull her kids closer to her because she stopped and she turned around and she said, "What's going on?" In the midst of that, somebody proceeds to hit her son in his face. And she's like, why did you hit my son? And as she, like she was approaching that child, basically want to know, like, why you hitting my son? The rest of them, oh, what you gonna do? And da-da-da-da-da. So they surround them. Mind you, keep in mind, I said this is a mother and 2 minor children, 9 and 6. They surround them. Y'all, why they jump on this lady and her son? And when I say jump on them, mind you, you see them antagonizing them. You see them being disrespectful, talking about what they got on and how they look, calling them names, cursing them out. And then the mother finds her way over to like a gate. If you're from Chicago, you know how vacant lots and stuff is fenced off or whatever. So she's on the fence. And a girl that looked like maybe she was 12, maybe she was 13, 12, 13, whatever. How do you find the courage within yourself to swing on a grown woman and you a kid? These new generations, baby, they lacking a lot of things, and respect is at the top. And common sense is not far behind, because I'm going to tell you why I said common sense. First of all, everybody know how the world is. Everybody know what's going on in the world. Who playing them type of games? And that's show you how something ain't right with you. You don't value your life, because had this been a different person in Chicago that you walked up on and thought you was going to swing on, and she'd have upped the clip and aired that bitch out, then everybody would have been saying, she wrong. She didn't have to do that. They just kids. Well, what about her and her kids? When I tell you they jumped on this lady, she on the ground, her son on the ground, folks kicking them, stomping on them, punching them, then took her son, slammed him in the street, on concrete, in the street. You can't tell me that they thought that was okay. But from the actions, I feel like that was not a one-off occurrence. From seeing how they stood around laughing and boasting and filming and thought it was funny, egging one another on, get her, get him, do this, do that, get him. Baby, mind you, they all go to the same school. So then what happens when your child has to see those kids again? Mind you, this didn't happen on school grounds. It happened away from the school en route home. But we know stuff happens at schools. Kids get jumped in the hallways, in the bathrooms. But then to go further. Now, let me tell you what I love about my city that they did today. When I say they stood 10 toes and they showed up at that school for that mother and her kids, Chicago, I love y'all for that. Because, baby, when I say, when they saw that video, everybody instantly got pissed off. Because like I said, especially as a parent, baby, that video, it tugs at your heartstring. It pisses you off and it moves you to fucking tears. Because when I saw it, I cried. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Mind you, y'all keep in mind, these are elementary school kids. What are we doing? Parents, what are we doing? And I'm not saying everything is the parents' fault. I'm not saying that at all, because you can raise your kids up the right way. You can lay the right foundation. You can have them, in church and teaching them the right lessons, and they can still choose a path totally opposite from what you instilled in them. That's not what I'm talking about. This right here, this wasn't no one-off, because how about this morning when they were outside the school saying, shut this bitch down. Shut this bitch down. I'm wondering why they saying shut the school down, right? Well, it was another mother out there. If you can find, it was live, so the video is up, floating all across Facebook. It was a woman out there that had a video that she was showing of her son being attacked and beaten. And somebody said by some of the same kids, same school. Another woman out there said some of those kids kicked her door in, ran in her house, bust her windows out. Baby, it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. So then everybody's saying, well, what should be done to the kids? Somebody even said, well, kids will be kids. You a motherfucking lie. That's not kid behavior. That's kids being a menace. That's what we would call mob action. Honestly, that's what we would call mob action, because y'all gathered together for no good. Y'all gathered together with the intent of causing problems. Y'all attacked that lady. And then to add insult to injury, y'all. Oh, just to dispel the rumor? No, the mother is not pregnant. But the mother has sickle cell. She's been sick. She's been battling pneumonia. They said she have pneumonia in her right lung. So she's been sick, back and forth to the hospital. She's battling sickle cell. You could tell from the video that lady used all the strength she had to try to keep them away and off of her kids. Baby, it's a special place in hell for folks like that. And for the parents of those children, hold your kids accountable. I don't know what accountability looks like to you. I don't know. We know that it's, when it comes to minors, the justice system and the law can be tricky. Baby, they shouldn't just walk away scot-free. Make an example out of their little asses. You want to be grown? You want to be out here being thugs and YNs, as y'all want to call yourself, like that's a badge of fucking honor? Hold them accountable. Send them to juvie. Let them do a couple days. I ain't saying lock them up. No. Teach them a lesson. Put them in juvenile detention so they can learn some discipline and some respect. How about some of the mothers? Because y'all know Facebook got the best investigators in the world, baby. They done found the mothers. They done posted their Facebook pages. They done been tagging them in statuses. Oh, well, baby, some of the parents, I see why the kids are how they are. You got the parents on there. Oh, ain't nobody, yeah, I'm a ride for my kids. Ain't nobody gonna touch my kids. Ain't nobody gonna do a motherfucking thing to my kids. You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. When it stopped being where we could pull each other coattail, when it stopped being where we could put a bug in each other's ear, hey, watch so-and-so, or your kid did that, or when we can have conversations with your child, that's the problem. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody tell you nothing about your kids. Can't nobody say nothing to your kids. You can't chastise them. You can't reprimand them. You can't tell them right from wrong. Mind your own business. Worry about yourself. These my kids. I do what the fuck. Okay, cool. You handle it. You handle it. But like I said, had that been a different mother, or a different family, or a mother that was not ill, or a mother that had her peace in her purse, that could have been a deadly outcome. It could have been a deadly outcome. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. For those people that don't want to raise their kids, those people that think their kids are their best friend, those people that let their kids sit up, get high with them, roll up, hang out, kick it, curse all in front of you, ain't got no type of respect, I'm going to ask you this. And I'm going to end it. I ain't going to even ask you no question. I'm going to make a statement. You got two choices. You either going to have compassion in life, or you going to have condolences in death. That's it. That's all.